What if Earth had an atmosphere like Venus? It begins with a haze, a thick, yellow sky that never clears. The sun, once sharp and golden, becomes a dull, bloated smear behind the clouds. Rain falls not water, but acid. Not a drop touches the ground. It evaporates before it ever lands. This is Earth now, but it's not our Earth. It's Earth with Venus's atmosphere. At first glance, Venus looks like a sister planet. Similar size, similar structure, but its atmosphere, a nightmare. A blanket of carbon dioxide over 90 times denser than Earth's. Surface pressures that would crush a submarine. Temperatures hot enough to melt lead. And now, imagine that thick, choking atmosphere wrapped around our world. The moment it happens, Earth changes forever. The pressure alone would be catastrophic. At sea level, humans are used to 1 bar of pressure. On Venus, it's 92 bars, the equivalent of being nearly a kilometer underwater. Every building, every airplane, every lung crushed. Skyscrapers implode, aircraft are grounded forever. Our bodies, unprotected, would collapse within seconds. And then comes the heat. With so much CO2 in the air, Earth's greenhouse effect would go into overdrive. Temperatures would soar past 460 Celsius, 80-60 ppf. Oceans boiled away. Rivers gone. Within weeks, Earth would be a scorched, waterless wasteland. The skies fill with clouds, not of water, but sulfuric acid. Lightning dances constantly. Rain, if it ever forms, is lethal. Even the hardiest materials corrode and dissolve. Photosynthesis halts. Plants die. Animals follow. Civilization burns out like a candle in a furnace. Humanity's last hopes, underground bunkers, pressurized domes, subterranean cities powered by nuclear energy, artificial ecosystems hidden from the hell above. But how long can they last when the planet outside is actively trying to kill you? Satellites fail. The thick atmosphere reflects and refracts radio waves. GPS is gone. Communications break down. Astronomers can no longer see the stars. The moon is invisible. The night sky, a canvas we once studied, worshipped, painted with dreams, is now permanently erased. But this isn't just about the surface. The oceans, now gone, leave behind dry seabeds. Tectonics speed up. Without the weight of oceans, the crust flexes. Earthquakes increase. Volcanoes erupt more violently. Venus's atmosphere turns Earth's geology into a war zone. And then the atmosphere itself becomes unstable. With no oceans to regulate heat, temperature swings become wild. Massive convection storms rage for weeks at a time. Winds howl at hundreds of kilometers per hour. The very air becomes a weapon. Could life survive? Not as we know it, but maybe in the deepest cracks of Earth, around hydrothermal vents, in shielded biodomes, beneath kilometers of rock, something clings to existence. Genetically engineered bacteria, artificial photosynthesis machines, farms powered by fusion, buried in rock. But this isn't life as evolution designed. This is life as desperation demands. And what if we had evolved with this atmosphere from the beginning? Our species would be unrecognizable. Short, squat, dense-boned beings, skin-resistant to acid, blood-rich with carbon-scrubbing enzymes, eyes adapted to perpetual twilight. Civilizations would rise underground, powered by geothermal energy, speaking in vibrations rather than sound, worshipping the surface not as a home but as hell. The stars would be myths. The sun, a cursed god. But one truth would remain: curiosity. One day, we would ask, what's above the clouds? We would rise, build, pierce the sky, reach beyond. Because even in a world born of fire and acid, something in us always reaches for the light. So what if Earth had an atmosphere like Venus? We'd lose the sky. We'd lose the ocean. We might lose ourselves. But if even a spark survived underground, in memory, in code, then Earth, even in its darkest form, might still remember how to dream.